You stayed. You always stayed. While other people walked away, you held on, because that is what you do. That is who you are. But there is something underneath that story you have been telling yourself. Something you felt, but never said out loud. The people you stayed for, they never stayed the same way. And deep down, you already know that. What you called loyalty, they called convenient. And those are two completely different things. Loyalty means you choose someone even when it costs you. Convenient means they keep you around because leaving would cost them more than staying. You were never their person. You were their safety net. And the reason you stayed, the reason you kept showing up, is the same reason they never had to change. Every time you forgave them, you made the next betrayal cheaper. Every time you stayed after they pushed you away, you told them exactly how much they could get away with. Not because you were weak, because you were taught that love means you keep showing up. That leaving makes you the bad person. That loyalty is the highest thing you can offer someone. But nobody taught you the other half of that lesson. Nobody told you that loyalty without limits is not a virtue. It is an open door. And some people will walk through that door every single time you leave it open. Think about the person you are most loyal to right now. The one you have defended. The one you have made excuses for. The one you have stayed for longer than anyone else would have. Now ask yourself, what have they actually done with that loyalty? There is a name for what is happening to you. Drop one word in the comments. Describe what staying has cost you. Just one word. You are not here because you made a mistake. You are here because you learned, somewhere early, that your value is tied to how much you can endure. And the people who need you most are the ones who found that out first. This is not about whether you love them. You do. That part is real. What is not real is the story that your love obligates you to absorb their damage indefinitely. Loyalty was never meant to be a one-way contract. But somewhere along the way it became yours. You show up. They take. You forgive. They reset. You stay. They stay comfortable. And the cycle runs so smoothly that it barely looks like a cycle at all. It just looks like your life. The people using your loyalty are not always calculating. Some of them genuinely care about you. But caring about someone and respecting them are not the same thing. And they have been confusing the two for years. They care about you the way someone cares about a chair that always holds their weight. Reliable, comfortable, always there, never asked how it is doing. And you have been sitting in that role so long it started to feel like identity. Here is what they never tell you about sunk cost. The longer you stay in something that is not working, the harder it becomes to leave. Not because it is getting better, but because you have put so much into it that leaving feels like admitting all of it was a waste. So you stay another year, another situation, another version of the same dynamic, telling yourself that this time it will be different, that your loyalty will finally be matched. You already felt the truth in this video. Comment I see it if you have been carrying someone longer than they ever carried you. Here is what is actually happening beneath the surface. High empathy people, people who feel deeply, who care intensely, who take their commitments seriously, are the most vulnerable to this pattern. Not because they are foolish, because they are genuine. And genuinely loyal people are incredibly rare, which means the moment someone finds one, they hold on. Not because they deserve it, because they know they will never find it again so easily. You are not being kept because you are loved correctly. You are being kept because you are rare and they know it. And they are counting on you not knowing it. This pattern has a name. It is called the loyalty trap. And it is not built from cruelty. It is built from your own strength being used as a cage. The loyalty trap does not announce itself. It grows quietly inside relationships that started real, inside friendships that mattered, inside families that shaped you. It grows every time you are rewarded for staying. Every time they come back softer after you almost left. Every time the relationship gets just good enough to keep you from going. That cycle, the push, the almost leave, the just enough, is not a relationship healing. It is a relationship managing you. And the people managing you are not necessarily evil. Some of them are simply afraid. Afraid of what happens to them when you finally stop showing up. Their fear of losing you is not the same as them valuing you. And you have been mistaking one for the other. Real love does not need you to shrink to survive. It does not need you to suppress what you need. It does not run better on your sacrifice. What runs on your sacrifice is dependency. And dependency dressed up in familiarity looks exactly like love from the inside. This is why leaving feels so wrong. Not because you are wrong, because you have been inside this so long that the discomfort of staying feels more familiar than the fear of leaving. Familiar pain always wins over unknown peace. Until you name it. You have named it now. So what do you do with that? You cannot unknow this. You cannot go back to calling it loyalty and meaning it the same way. The exit from the loyalty trap is not dramatic. It does not require a fight or an ultimatum or a clean ending. Most people who escape it do not leave loudly. They just stop overfunctioning. They stop explaining themselves. They stop filling every silence with effort. They let the relationship show them what it looks like when they are not carrying it alone. And most of the time, the relationship shows them everything they needed to see. Because a relationship built on your loyalty alone cannot survive your neutrality. The moment you stop giving more than you receive, it collapses. And that collapse is not your failure. It is the truth the relationship was hiding. Some people will call this cold. Some will call it selfish. The same people who never once asked what your loyalty was costing you. Let them call it what they want. Your peace is not a character flaw. The people worth keeping will not disappear when you stop overgiving. They will adjust. They will meet you where you are. They will show up without being begged. That is how you find out who was actually there for you, and who was there for what you gave them. This is not about burning everything down. It is about stopping the slow burn that has been running through you for years. You are allowed to be loyal to yourself first. Not instead of others. First. Before you give, check what it costs. Before you stay, ask what staying is building. Loyalty that destroys you is not a virtue. It is a wound that learned to call itself noble. The people who walked out of the loyalty trap all say the same thing. The hardest part was not leaving. The hardest part was accepting that staying was never going to change anything. Because the trap does not break when they change. It breaks when you stop waiting for them to. You stayed because you were loyal. That part of you is not the problem. The problem is where you aimed it. Aim it somewhere that aims back. The people waiting on the other side of this pattern are not the ones currently using you. They are the ones you have not met yet, because you have been too busy holding up people who never held you back. That changes now. You already know what staying has cost you. The question is not whether you see the trap. You see it. The question is whether you are finally ready to stop paying for it.